In today's world, many problems can be traced back to a single root cause, a crisis of masculinity. We're about to embark on a journey, exploring the idea that a lack of masculinity is at the heart of many global issues, from inflation to cultural decay. Our discussion will be broad, diving into various facets of society and culture. Can you imagine a world where masculinity is in crisis? Prepare to challenge your preconceptions. It's time to dive into this controversial issue. From rampant inflation to cultural decay, a disturbing trend is becoming apparent. It's as if the world is teetering on the edge, precariously balanced by a threadbare string of societal norms. Yet it's not just about the economy or culture. It's about something much deeper, something often overlooked. It's about masculinity, or more specifically, the lack of it. You might be wondering, how can this be? It's an observation that has been made time and time again, in quiet whispers and hushed conversations. There are stories of fathers who never showed up, of men who shied away from responsibility, of boys who never learned what it means to be a man. And these stories, they're not isolated incidents. They're a snapshot of a larger narrative, a narrative that is shaping our world today. What we're seeing is a world in desperate need of strong, principled leadership. The crisis of masculinity is influencing many aspects of our society and culture. In fact, if we look closely, we can see its fingerprints on everything from our music to our movies. The entertainment industry, once a powerhouse of creativity and originality, seems to be struggling under the weight of this crisis. Where we once celebrated the strength and resilience of men, we now see a decline in quality and substance. Action heroes are replaced by anti-heroes. The traditional masculine virtues of courage, self-reliance, and honor seem to be fading into the background, replaced by an almost obsessive focus on vulnerability and emotional openness. Moreover, the crisis of masculinity is not just limited to our screens. Its effects are seeping into our personal relationships and social behavior as well. Modern dating practices, for instance, are riddled with confusion and ambiguity. Men, unsure of their roles, often stumble through relationships, caught between a desire to be assertive and fear of appearing too dominant. This confusion also extends to social media, where the lines between public and private, real and fake, are increasingly blurred. Social media platforms have become the battlefields where the crisis of masculinity is fought daily. Men are constantly bombarded with conflicting messages about what it means to be a man. They are told to be strong, yet sensitive, assertive, yet respectful, ambitious, yet humble. The result is a generation of men unsure of their identities, plagued by insecurity and self-doubt. The crisis of masculinity is not just an abstract concept, it's a lived reality for many men, impacting their relationships, their careers, and their mental health. It's a crisis that's playing out in our homes, our schools, and our workplaces, and its effects are far-reaching and profound. Ultimately, the decline of masculinity is causing a ripple effect through our society. It's reshaping our cultural landscape, changing the way we relate to each other, and challenging our understanding of what it means to be a man. And unless we confront it head-on, this crisis is set to leave a lasting impact on our society and culture. To truly understand the crisis, we need to delve into its roots. The crisis of masculinity is not a sudden phenomenon. It has historical roots, reaching back to decades, maybe even centuries. One of the most significant contributing factors is the absence of strong masculine figures in families. The family unit, being the basic building block of society, plays a pivotal role in shaping individuals, and by extension, society as a whole. When a family lacks a strong masculine figure, the consequences can ripple outward, affecting not just the immediate family members, but also the community and society at large. In the past, men were often the primary breadwinners and protectors of the family. They set the tone for discipline, integrity, and resilience. They were role models, teaching their children, especially their sons, about responsibility, respect, and the value of hard work. They were the pillars of the family, providing stability and direction. But over time, this role has eroded. Today, many families lack this strong, masculine figure. The reasons are numerous: societal shifts, economic challenges, or personal choices. But whatever the reason, the impact is clear and profound. Without a strong masculine presence, children may grow up without a clear understanding of what it means to be a man. They may struggle to define their roles and responsibilities, leading to confusion, frustration, and sometimes destructive behaviors. This absence of a masculine figure can also lead to a lack of discipline and structure, factors that are crucial for personal development and societal contribution. Moreover, This void of masculine leadership in households can lead to a cycle of problematic behaviors and choices in relationships. It can skew perceptions about masculinity, leading to distorted views and expectations. Men may feel pressured to conform to these distorted views, leading to unhealthy behaviors and attitudes. In essence, the absence of strong masculine figures in families is not just an individual or family issue. It's a societal issue. It's a root cause of the crisis of masculinity we are facing today. The lack of strong masculine figures is perpetuating a cycle of problematic behaviors and choices. The consequences of men abandoning their roles and responsibilities are far-reaching. The ripple effect of this abandonment is seen in every corner of our society, from the smallest household to the broader community. Children growing up in homes without a strong masculine figure are left to navigate the world without a balanced perspective. This absence often leaves a void that can manifest in various forms, from a lack of self-esteem to an inclination towards destructive behaviors. These children, without a model of responsible masculinity, are more likely to struggle with their own identity and the roles they are expected to play in society. They might find it challenging to form healthy relationships or contribute positively to their communities. This isn't about casting blame, but about recognizing the impact of the absence of masculinity on the lives of our future generations. When men abandon their roles in society, it's not just their immediate families that suffer. It's the teachers who struggle to manage unruly classrooms, the employers who can't find committed employees, the communities that lack engaged citizens, and the countries that miss out on responsible leaders. The ripple effect is vast, touching every aspect of our lives. However, it's crucial to understand that this isn't about pointing fingers or shifting blame. It's about self-reflection and accountability. It's about men acknowledging their roles and responsibilities and understanding the impact of their actions, or lack thereof, on those around them. In this era of shifting societal norms and evolving gender roles, it's essential for men to step up and redefine what it means to be masculine. It's not about dominance or control, but about strength, responsibility, and integrity. It's about setting a positive example for the younger generation and guiding them towards a better future. The ripple effect of men abandoning their roles and responsibilities is far-reaching, yes, but imagine the ripple effect of men stepping up, owning their roles, and leading with integrity. Picture a world where children grow up with strong, responsible role models, where communities thrive under principled leadership, and where society benefits from the balanced contributions of both men and women. It's time for men to step up and take responsibility. The solution to the crisis of masculinity lies in the hands of men themselves. Amidst the turbulence of our current societal landscape, it's crucial that men take responsibility, not only for their individual actions, but for the collective state of the world. We must foster a sense of accountability, an acknowledgement of the ripple effects of our decisions and behaviors. The world doesn't need more power-hungry individuals cloaked in the guise of masculinity. What we need is a return to true masculinity, one that is rooted in strength, courage, and integrity. But let's be clear here. Strength doesn't mean exerting dominance over others or resorting to violence. It means having the mental fortitude to face adversity, to stand up for what's right, even when it's inconvenient. It means having the emotional resilience to express vulnerability, to seek help when needed, and to openly share feelings. Courage isn't about recklessness or bravado. It's about making the hard choices, taking risks for the right reasons, and stepping up to challenges with determination and resolve. It's about having the bravery to defy societal expectations that confine men to outdated and harmful stereotypes. And integrity, perhaps the cornerstone of true masculinity, isn't about appearing perfect or infallible. It's about honesty, respect, and consistency in one's actions. It's about making a promise and keeping it, about treating others with dignity and fairness, regardless of their status or background. The misuse of power under the guise of masculinity has caused untold damage. It's time we differentiate between true masculinity and destructive behaviors. It's time we redefine what it means to be a man in today's world, to move away from toxic patterns and embrace a more holistic, balanced expression of masculinity. In the end, it's not about us versus them. It's about all of us together shaping a better future. So let's step up. Let's break the cycle. Let's show the world what true masculinity looks like, in all its strength, courage, and integrity. True masculinity is about strength, responsibility, and principled leadership. In conclusion, the crisis of masculinity is a pressing issue that needs addressing. Our world is grappling with problems that stem from a lack of true masculinity. From inflation to cultural decay, the absence of strong, masculine figures is felt. The ripple effect is profound, impacting our society, culture, and personal relationships. It's essential to recognize these issues, foster self-reflection, and take responsibility. We must differentiate between true masculinity and destructive behaviors. It's time for a return to strong, principled leadership. Thank you for joining this exploration of the crisis of masculinity. We're all part of this global conversation, so let's keep it going. Your voice matters, so please share your thoughts and insights in the comments. If you found this discussion enlightening, don't forget to hit that like button. And to stay tuned for more thought-provoking content, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Join the conversation, like, subscribe, and let's continue this important discussion.